This is a delicious and healthy kale soup. Kale is like the new superfood. Everybody is loving kale these days, and I'm the front runner of it. So let me show you this fast and easy and delicious soup that everybody is going to love, that you can eat hot or cold. So it's great for summer or winter. First, we're going to fill our soup pot up with some of this vegetable broth. I buy the organic broth in the box. It's easy, it's delicious, approximately 2 boxes. You know, you'll figure it out. You feel your way through it. It becomes a creative, relaxing experience. And actually, cooking is considered a Zen meditation. Then we're going to use this lovely black Tuscan kale. It's Italian. Any kind of kale is delicious. Once you start eating kale, you'll decide which kind you like. I like this. It's a little more on the sweet side, a little less bitter. But, you know, you'll decide. I throw all this in. It's this easy, folks. And it's fast, too. And then I put it onto the stove and just let all this kale cook down until it's really nice and soft and easy to eat. When it's done, then what you're going to do is let it cool a little bit. You don't want it to be too hot. And then you start putting this in. Now, if you don't have one of these, you can put it into a blender. But then, after part of it is blended, you got to use another pot because you can't put it into the same pot. I'm going to show you how to do it this way. And the thing is, you just got to be careful that when you do it this way, you don't lift it up or you're going to end up with kale soup all over you. You don't have to make it so pureed that there's no texture to it, but let it break up enough so there's like little pieces of kale mixed in and a lot of kind of pureed kale soup. Okay, so when that's done, put that over there, and I just want to kind of show you what the texture is. You see? It's like that. So then what we're going to do is add the rest of our ingredients. We've pre-cooked some quinoa. You can use pearl barley, you can use brown rice, you can even use buckwheat or kasha. I chose to use this quinoa. I find it to be really delicious. It's a high source of protein, very low carbs. It's actually a seed. But if you like anything like, you know, rice and stuff like that, you may really like this. So we'll throw some of that stuff in because now we've already pureed our soup, and this gives it a nice texture. And then we're going to throw in some raw corn, also always organic. Throw that stuff in. See, now what we're doing is, since we've pureed our kale soup, we're adding, you know, like some texture to it by putting in all of these raw vegetables. And this is raw peas, which are delicious. If you don't have access to fresh raw peas, then go to your freezer and department at your supermarket, and you can get frozen corn or peas, and those are very good substitutes for, you know, the fresh. But always fresh is preferred. And then we'll put it back on the stove, and we'll stir it and just let it cook for like another 10 minutes, just enough to heat through and to just soften your raw vegetables a little bit. When you're making anything like rice or quinoa, follow the package directions, but you can substitute water for vegetable broth or even chicken broth if you're not doing, you know, vegetarian, and it does give it a delicious flavor. So now let's say that this is all heated through and everything, and all you have to do is put it into a nice serving bowl or just bring it to the table like that with some delicious bread, and you'll see, I'll give you a serving of it, and you'll see how delicious it is. Now, if this is hot or cold, you can also cut in some tofu into it, is delicious. A couple of chunks of chicken cut into it that's already been cooked is delicious too. But just like this, it's absolutely delicious. The quinoa gives you your protein. It's got a lot of roughage to it, and it's low in calories, totally healthy, very nutritious, and I think you're going to love it, and your family will too.